Hello there, my name is Rhett Downing. I'm a master's student in mass communication with a strong research focus in communication studies and interpersonal relationships. I'm getting better at this. I want to test out my short form versus my long form content, and y'all are going to be the guinea pigs. So we're going to power through this like a kangaroo after some red licorice, baby. So let's get started. The topic of today is language styles, and there are two different types: powerless and powerful. Some of us may have already heard of this sort of thing, and it's fascinating, honestly. So we're going to be talking about powerless first. If you use this type of speech, you are going to be associated with a sense of uncertainty. And here's why. You use hesitations, hedges, tag questions, and disclaimers. So hesitations, well, filler words? Absolutely. A lot of us use this. When I get excited, I use a ton of this. I use right a lot, which we'll get into in a minute. Hedges, kinda, sorta, I think, I guess. So you can compare the two. I guess this is the right answer versus this is the right answer. Can you see the uncertainty there? Tag questions. Adding a question at the end of your statement, right? See what I did there? Oh my gosh, I'm such a genius. Disclaimers. As far as I remember, as far as what I know, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not an expert, but. And then a lot of times when people talk about advice or when they want to give advice, now this is just my advice, because they don't want to get held accountable if it goes wrong, right? Now, if you'll notice, I use a ridiculous amount of powerless talk. There's a reason for this. I've studied powerless and powerful talk since undergrad, so it's like 5 years now. It's a strategy. I've used powerless talk on most occasions because I know I'm young and I know wisdom is often associated with age. So there's pros and cons with powerless and powerful talk. Obviously, powerless has some negative connotations. No one really wants to be powerless. And in the social game we play, a lot of it has to do with power. We compare ourselves to each other every day, and we want to judge where we are on the hierarchy to see who lies where and who's better than whom. Right? So the reason why I use powerless talk is because it gives you a sense of relatability. So it's not all negative. I use it because it brings you in. I'm on your level. I'm showing you that I don't know more than you. I don't necessarily know more than you. I am conveying that I don't think I know more than you, even if I do. So if I'm going to teach a class, for instance, I can change this up, use powerful talk. Maybe I don't want to relate to my students because I'm teaching them something, right? Yes. So powerless talk, though it comes with a sense of uncertainty, can also come with a sense of relatability and down-to-earthness. And why did I include that with relatability? Oh, assertiveness. Yeah, okay. So if you're not being assertive, you're not trying to be dominant, meaning you're not stabbing somebody with something. You're not pressuring. It's a great way of saying it. So if I don't come to you really trying to pressure you, it's a good chance you're going to be a little bit more relaxed. Now, everybody typically talks about using powerful language because so few people do it. So it's like if you're teaching something, yes, use powerful language. The reason why I don't in these videos is because I'm 23, home dog. I'm 23. My target market, college students. Even if they're a few years younger than me. This can stem into a lot of things. For instance, if I'm up and presenting something, I'll just tell you what I do. I put my hands behind my back. Or I lean on something. This shows you that I'm casual. You're with me. I'm not above you. If I could sit down during a presentation, I would. Now, if I want to change the dynamic, I would stand up. I would not have my hands behind my back. I'd have them interlaced near my waist. That's how you show some power. I'd puff out. Yeah, you can change all this sort of stuff. These are strategies. So powerful language comes with all these amazing things here. You're more likely to be judged as certain, credible, and competent. Oh, that's alliteration. How lovely is that? Oh my goodness. I love it. Certainty, credibility, and competence. Outstanding. I didn't even mean to do that. But that worked out perfectly. And powerful language is literally just an absence of these things, I guess. Kinda. So, if you want to manage your image of how you talk, take into consideration powerless versus powerful language. Across the board, I would suggest people take out hesitations in the first place. Very difficult to do, especially when you're trying to think. When I'm trying to think, of course I'm going to hesitate. But if you can mitigate it, you will come across as more certain, more credible, and more competent. Now, being too powerful is a thing. Being too assertive. Pressuring too much. So there's a balance. Use these strategies wisely, my dear friends, and it's already almost 7 minutes. That's all I have for us. Salud. I'm going to see y'all in the next video because it's going to be a good one. We're the kangaroos and we caught the licorice, baby. We found it. All right. All right.